Hi, I'm Guy Neal with Primal-Knowledge, and this is another Primitive Skills video.
The Iceman was a Neolithic mummy that was found in the Italian Alps, estimated at 5,300 years old. So he was a very late Stone Age in Europe. He brought a lot of organics to the modern era that we don't normally get in archaeology. Usually it's just stone and bone that remains, but in this case the Iceman brought what would have been considered an arrowhead that we now know was a knife. It was haft, much like this. This stone is a different stone, but it's the same shape and style that the Iceman used to function as a small knife. And I consider this a utility knife. The Iceman wore it in a scabbard that was attached to his looped belt here. So he had a twined scabbard that he carried this in. It also had a loop of string which allowed him to wear the knife when using it and just pick it back up without setting it down. Without that looped string on it, he would have constantly had to set it down. If he was skinning or cutting something, he could drop it and use both hands and then just reach like that and get it back. So the most unique things I find about this this particular utility knife is the absolute lack of style or function that the handle had. It was purely function. There was nothing stylish about it. It was a split piece of ash as the handle, and looked much like this, as really as crude as you would think. It just simply was something he could use to add leverage to the stone blade. The blade was relatively short, about this size. He had broken the tip of it off, which probably was done during his lifetime prying, but this is a short bladed knife that he wouldn't worry so much about breaking as you would a longer knife. So this was probably used every day by the Iceman, cutting off slices of meat, scraping, something that he's going to cut for an arrow shaft, just anything that he needed a knife for. And he didn't put a lot of fanciness to the handle. He just split out a piece of ash and hafted a stone to it. This stone would have been thought, without the handle and the organics that were brought into the modern age by the Iceman, this stone would have been thought to have been an arrowhead. It wouldn't have thought to have been a knife. So in that sense, we've learned a good bit. And again, we're here teaching at Primal-Knowledge. We're teaching basically these skills, how to use these skills to, basically lower your level of survival standards, where you could basically get along with nothing if you had to. And that's what we teach here at Primal-Knowledge.
For more information about primitive skills or classes, visit primal-knowledge.com.